Okay. Hi, my name's Jose, and today I'm going to be comparing my life to Fez's. For those who don't know who Fez is, he is a foreign kid. He's a character on That 70 Show. And like me, he learned the way of life as a foreigner in America, or as he calls it, America. So there's a recurring theme in the show that people don't really know where Fez came from. And for me, I kind of connect with that message because I've grown up in 3 different countries, 4 years in the Philippines, 3 years in Singapore, and 9 years here in America. And at every country that I grew up in, I was always exposed to a different culture or a set of ethnic groups. Like in the Philippines, I went to a Catholic school that was run by Japanese nuns, so I learned how to speak Japanese. When I moved to Singapore, most of my classmates were either of Malaysian descent, or Indian, or Chinese. So you get to pick out of the 3 languages as your foreign language, and I chose Chinese. So on top of learning how to speak Japanese, English, my native language of Filipino, I had to learn how to speak Chinese. And that was it. So I don't really associate myself with a specific country because I never grew up long enough in one specific country. So maybe one day I will look at myself as an American, maybe. Another thing about Fez in that show is they always poke fun at him because he talks funny. He looks different, acts different, and I kind of feel the same way sometimes because I don't really talk the way I sound right now. Whenever I'm around family or I get really intensely emotional, either angry or nervous or just, laughing, I have this really thick Asian accent, which is, typical of like every Filipino. We switch our F's and P's, and it just sounds really not so sexy. So the way I kind of overcame that or tried to hide it was, growing up I watched pretty much the same TV shows or cartoons as you guys did, mostly Cartoon Network stuff, Nickelodeon and Disney Channel. So I kind of just, hey, I should just act like that kid from Lizzie McGuire. And so that's pretty much it. I've been living my life as an American these past 9 years based off your stereotypical American characters on a TV show because that's the way I thought Americans live their lives. So, and then after going through that whole assimilation process as an immigrant, I've come to the point where I'm turning 21 this year, even though I look like I'm 15. At some point in the show, Fez faces a dilemma where during graduation, he's being forced to go back to his home country because his visa is expiring. And I am in that same situation, kind of. My visa only allows me to stay in this country until I'm 21 because I'm dependent off of my dad's visa. So I have 2 choices. I could go home or be deported on my 21st birthday, which is coming up on March 12th. So the way I see it is that day would be a perfect day to get blacked out drunk. Yes. And hopefully no one finds me because I'll be stuck at a bar somewhere. But that won't happen because what I did was, which is kind of ironic, I had to switch my visa to an international student visa, which is extremely expensive to do, and it makes going to a CC feel like going to a Cal State. And I find that ironic because out of all the countries that I've lived in, I feel as American as the next guy in this classroom. And to live that as an international student is kind of just weird for me. So basically, Fez and I, we both love chocolate. We're both foreign. We're both brown. We're slightly stupid and we're comically charming. But most importantly, we're somewhat American. Thank you.
Very